gonna show you how to do a steezy front shove using Ishod Wair's front shove hack. For the last few days, I've been studying a ton of games of skate with Ishod Wair on Battle at the Barracks, and I noticed that he does his front shoves a little bit different than most people would. So most people, including me, put their front foot just behind the bolts, but if you look at Ishod Wair's foot positioning, you'll notice that his front foot is like exactly in the middle of the board. And this foot positioning is definitely kind of like unorthodox, but I've noticed other skaters like Gabriel Fortunato using this foot positioning as well. And now after studying it, I think I have a good idea of why Ishod Wair is doing his front shoves this way. So if you can front shove, you know that it's all about kind of the press and release. So if you look at Ishod Wair's head, right as he's about to pop, his head is over his front foot. All the weight is pressing down on that front foot. As he jumps up, he quickly releases his front foot and the pressure goes to the back foot, sends the pop shove around. He catches it, stomps it. So keeping in mind that front shoves are all about the press and release. If you look at my foot positioning, you'll notice how high I have to actually lift my leg in the air for the board to fully release, hit the ground, and start the front shove rotation. I've got to lift my foot in the air like 2 feet. But if you look at Ishod Wair's technique, with his foot further down the board and his feet really close together, he only has to lift his front foot about like a foot in the air in order to get it out of the way of the board so the board can start popping and rotating. So for one, it's just less effort because he doesn't have to lift his leg as far. And that's the reason that this front shove looks so lazy and steezy, is because it kind of looks like you're just not doing anything. It's just all of a sudden a front pop shove just happened and you're not sure how. Now the second reason that Ishod Wair uses this front shove technique is because it actually makes the catch a lot cleaner. If you watch somebody that does front shoves like this, like Ishod or Gabriel Fortunato, you notice that the board almost pops vertically and comes up in like magnets to their foot. I think the reason for this is because with the regular pop shove it, by the time you get your foot out of the way, the board is already starting to turn, and it makes a more horizontal pop shove it, whereas if your feet are closer together, the board pops so fast that it can complete the full 180 rotation and meet your foot at the top of your jump. I'm not saying you can't achieve that same result with a different foot positioning. I'm just saying that this Ishod Wair foot positioning makes that quick pop shove and catch almost effortless. So just to prove that I'm not completely full of BS with this one, I'm gonna go and do regular pop shove-its with my foot positioning, and then I'm gonna do Ishod Wair's foot positioning. And I know it's gonna be awkward, obviously, trying somebody else's way of doing a trick, but I wanna compare the best of Ishod's foot positioning and the best of my foot positioning so you can see the difference and then choose for yourself which kind of pop shove it you wanna do.
Okay, I'm not super warmed up, so hopefully this goes okay, but this is a normal pop shove for me. Pretty standard. You can see I don't really catch it too much. Oh. Last one. Okay, so now let's try and put our foot in the center of the board and see what that kind of does to affect the front pop shove. If my theory is correct, or if this is all just me looking at a screen, overthinking things too hard. All right, so front foot, center of the board. It definitely is a lot snappier, a lot faster. The main thing with it is your feet are closer together, so it's kind of hard to get used to the balance of it. It almost happens too quick. I'm kind of struggling with the new foot positioning, but I feel like that front shove demonstrated why this front shove foot positioning is so powerful. You saw how high that got, and also with such little effort, and how the board hugged my foot on the catch. And this is why I'm considering switching my front shove position. One issue I'm having is because the board makes contact so much faster, I'm sticking my foot on the board while it's hitting the ground, and that's really trapping the front shove rather than letting it fly. So the timing is definitely needs to be a lot faster. After doing Ishod Wair's front shoves and my front shoves, will I be switching my foot position I think I've got to play with it a little bit more. Ishod Wair's foot position is less stable because your feet are closer together, but the pop is a lot faster and way more effortless. So if you can get used to riding with your feet close together, I think this is a really good option. It definitely does snap quicker, move faster. There's a lot of pros to it. I'm gonna keep playing with it. I did a full breakdown on Ishod Wair's frontside board slide, so if you're a fan of Ishod, I would definitely recommend checking that video out. It definitely changed the game for me as far as frontside board slides go. Make every single day a Friday. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.